What is up, people? Human's Family Vlogs, back out here with another video. Today we're gonna be working on my truck. Gotta talk about the first video I ever did with this truck. It was honestly kind of doo-doo in my opinion, and I kind of just sent it the way it was. But crazy part is, this truck got the most views. All my other videos are kind of dead right now in the water. And that's fine. I'm working on it, but we're in the trailer park. I just got some wheels and tires off of Custom Offsets. Now, I'm not sponsored or nothing like the other big YouTubers, but I gotta shout out, man. If it wasn't for the people at Custom Offsets, I wouldn't be having these right now. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what they are, but we're pretty much just gonna be working on the truck today. I got a little surprise for the guy who complained about my exhaust in the first video. I don't really think he was complaining. He was just picking on me because it sticks out so far. So I got a little surprise for him, if he's still around. But either way, I actually started a video on this whole deal, and just like any other time, it had no audio, which was kind of depressing. So I got all mad and gave up. Decided that I'll just do it on the weekend. I was trying to do it on Monday when they put these bad boys in my driveway. But either way, I'll go ahead and I'll show you what they are real quick. I got one on there right now. They're crank fuel 20s wrapped in 33 by 12.5 R20s. Now I went ahead and put the other side on. I got a dead battery, by the way. Shout out to Ford and electrical problems. For some reason, it's a typical Ford thing. I don't know. But either way, went ahead and put the other side on. I gotta take this one off. It's like these weird spacer things that I didn't know what they was really for. You gotta put that in there. Apparently it helps align the tire, I guess. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I'm not really a mechanic. I just kind of wing everything, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So I can take wheels and tires off. I can do brakes. Often, if I don't know how to do anything, I sit down, I watch a YouTube video about how to do it. So I haven't watched a YouTube video on how to do this yet. I just been winging it. So either way, whatever. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna slap these bad boys on. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn the camera around. I'm gonna set you up on a tripod. Since this tire is already on, I'm just gonna do the back one here, and then we're gonna work our way around. So stay tuned. Alright, folks, I'm back. The socket is stuck. Good Lord. Okay. Come on, Craftsman. Wow, that came off easy. Alright. Now, I do want to say, I believe these are 285 55 R20s. There really isn't nothing wrong with the rims. I know last video I did with this truck, I had complained about these rims. And the only reason for that is because I had the wrong lug nuts. And every time I go to take these off, it's really hard. Yeah, it is recording. Cool. But yeah, either way, besides that, it's hard to keep clean. They're supposed to be glossy black, and they're not glossy. They're more of a matte. So we do have we have plans with them. We're just not sure what we're gonna do. They might end up on her expedition. There's a little bit of a chance that we're gonna put them on her car. So stay tuned for that. I think I forgot to mention, got 2-inch wheel spacers to go along with these. So when I had ordered them, I guess I forgot to pay attention. Apparently, I thought there was a negative offset. Well, they're actually plus 20, which puts them inwards more. That's okay with me, but I figured I would just get wheel spacers to try to make up for that. And if I can get it out, I'll show you. That's what they look like. Pretty nice, honestly. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and we'll install that. A real nice wet morning. Before anybody complains about my Craftsman tools here, this bad boy is like 330 pounds of torque. So I would vote that's plenty. I'm not going to put a torque wrench on it and try to torque it all down or whatever. Just a couple ugga duggas, it'll be just fine. Okay, let's get this tire put on, man. How about that? So I don't know how well you guys could see that, but I actually forgot to do that on my front tire there. So I gotta take my front tire back off and do that. I guess it's supposed to just help line these lug nuts up. Not really sure. Let's go ahead and put this thing on. I gotta move this box. Yeah. Just like that, man. Look at that. Okay. Now, this is the stock lug nut here. If you can see that. Let me move you over. This is the stock lug nut right here. And these are the lug nuts that I got from Custom Offsets. They're a lot skinnier, which help fit in the little hole better. It also came with this fancy little key here. I wish I did this a long time ago, because trying to take them other rims off were always hard. Like always. It was crazy. Alright. Let's get these torqued. I hate these sockets. It's such a pain in the butt, man. There we go. Look at that. That looks good to me. Okay. Now it's time for the fancy cap. Okay. Okay, that was hard. Alright. Okay. Alright, boys and girls, so we got this one side done. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get a good shot of it real quick. Take a look at that. That's crazy. So, I gotta fix this one tire here. I gotta take it back off. I really don't know how important the little plastic spacer thing is, but I'm gonna go ahead and stick it on there anyway. And then I gotta do this rear. Still got that tire on there. That is the gift for the person who, about my exhaust. I'm gonna cut it back. I'm gonna put it on there. It's 3 to 6 inches. That's crazy. It's all chrome too, stainless steel. Take a look. You can see my my original tip here is all rusty. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut that off, and I'm gonna slide that piece on there. I'm probably gonna wash my truck up too while I'm at it, but I might go ahead and just time lapse the rest. Not really sure yet. We'll see what happens. But you guys stay tuned. I did buy a fancy drone, so I might try to get me some drone footage after I'm done. I'm not really sure yet. I want to try to start making some drone videos, because when we went to Streetcar Takeover, it seems to me that the people with drones got way more views than I did. So, if you guys have not already seen that video, go click on it. I tried to clickbait it a little bit to help get the views, I'll be honest, but that didn't work, so not really sure what's going on. I'm probably just going to keep making videos and see what happens. But yeah, I'm not really sure. So, I know this truck is the most viewed video that I have so far, so I'm assuming that it'll probably be the most viewed video once again. But that's alright. I'm not really worried about it. Like I said in a previous video, I'm not sure which video, but even if I don't get the views, I'm just going to keep going, because even when I get old, I can go back and watch all these videos on my own, so. Yo, boy. Yeah. Oh, why didn't it do that? I had it right in the hole. Good Lord. That's rough. Okay, that one's all done. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this other one off camera. You guys are probably bored by now, so I'll go ahead and finish this up. And then I'll do a little walk around on the truck, and then we'll talk about the exhaust. So I figured that'd probably be the best plan of action. We'll go ahead and I'll get it done. Okay. Alright folks, so I've put some thought into it while I was putting this wheel spacer on, and I think due to the fact that I have the best access right now, I'm going to try to install this tip. So what I'm probably going to do, I'm thinking that I'm going to cut it off right there. This is welded on, and I'm going to just go ahead and cut right here. I think that'll be the best option. I'm going to go get the tip and try to figure out where I want it. I don't think it's going to stick out quite as far, but we're going to play with it and find out. So stay tuned for that. Things could get interesting. Okay, guys. That was crazy. Now I gotta trim that up some better, a little bit better. Probably gonna have to take a file, clean that up a bit. Alright. Would you take a look at that, dude? That looks clean. That is 3 to 6 inches. That looks a lot better. I am worried though. Just touching the plastic. I don't know if that'll be an issue or not. But it's on there. I just gotta clamp it down. Comment down below if that looks better to you. It don't stick out as far. That's actually probably about normal. Versus the other one, you know, it came out to like here. So, I don't know. Comment down below. Tell me what you feel. I'm gonna go ahead and torque it down and put this wheel on. So, that was a lot of work, but I got it. What is up, people? Are you facing a lack of energy? Do you not have the will to go do anything? Maybe you're trying to stay up, play video games all night. Well, I got just the thing for you. Today's sponsor, Dubby. It honestly came with a lot of different packages too, so I'm honestly excited to try all of them. And there's 3 different packets here. This one's Dragonade, this one's Beach and Peach, and this one is Galaxy Grenade. And they're all in little packets. And then I got this big old tub here. This one's Blue Raz, sweet and sour. I'm really interested in that one. That one sounds good. Due to the fact that I've never actually had this stuff before, I'm probably gonna end up trying to do a review. Maybe on a different video. Try out all these different flavors. I don't know if I showed the cup, but this is a pretty nice cup. It just screws off like so. You fill it with water. Use code HFV-2025 for 10% off at checkout. I will also put a link in the description box for the website, and I'll put my code down below. Alright, folks. We're all done, man. So, I gotta do a little bit of cleanup around here. And then I plan on going on a little drive because people are gonna be asking me, you know, how loud are these tires? So, I'm gonna take her down the highway and I'll try to get a little sound clip of how loud they are. They are Cal-Fire 33 by 12.5 R20s. They're a DMR RT. It's an all-terrain tire, but the tread on these bad boys are like crazy. Like the tread is, it's like that. That's thick. I don't know if that was a good clip or not, but either way, they're really thick. So I'm sure they're gonna be loud, but I'll get a little audio clip. We'll see how it drives. You know, this is the biggest tire I've had on this truck, and people are gonna be thinking about doing it. So if you're a person who's thinking about it, I'll help you out. I'll let you know. It is 3" in the front, 2" in the rear. I don't know if I got a very good clip of that. There's nothing over here now, so I can get a better clip of what it looks like. I don't know if I showed it in the last video, but I did do a running board delete I took the running boards off of this unit. So now you gotta get a step stool to get into it. I personally like that, but I might end up putting them back on because, you know, I do have a family and eventually the kids are going to want to get in here and they're probably not going to be able to without help. So I don't know. Might end up putting them back on. Haven't decided yet. But either way, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to clean up. Then we're going to go for a little ride. See how she rides. So stay tuned for all that. What is up, people? We're in the truck and I wanted to make a little video on how the tires sounded. I had mentioned people probably ask me that question, so I figured I would try to do a little video here to show you how loud they are. My opinion so far, they're really not that bad. Currently I'm at 60 miles an hour and I actually feel like I can hear the truck more than I can the tires, so I'm actually kind of impressed. I thought they would be louder, which I was worried about, but with some tires, you know, they're really loud. But either way, I'll be quiet for a minute and I'll show you the audio on that. So yeah, it's really not that bad. I did buy a drone, so I'm planning on doing a little bit of a drone video when we get out here to the farm, where I will be hopefully making another video on me hunting. My brother-in-law went out last weekend. He cleared the field out for me. He already got 2 does and 1 buck, so well, yeah, I think it's 2 does and 1 buck. So now is my time to shine. Nobody else is in the field, so hopefully I can get one. I had attempted to make a hunting video last weekend and it really didn't turn out very well. The video was crappy, no audio. I gave up. So, and I was mad at myself for it, but that'll be alright. Anyway, I'll catch you guys at the farm. And we'll see what goes on. So I guess I lied about the drone footage. I forgot the SD card. What a dummy. Either way, I guess I'll show you the truck and then I can show you my drone, but I forgot the dang SD card. I can't believe it. Here's the truck. Let me close the door, man. Gotta close the door. Check this thing out. That's crazy looking. It looks good. Now, as I mentioned, it's 3" in the front, 2" in the back. I left the stock blocks on, so I guess that would technically be 3 inches. Real nice big tip. You gotta show them how big it really is. Woo! Oh, but anyway, I guess that sums up the video, man. I was gonna make a drone video trying to do the same thing that I just did there, but this is it. I'll show it to you real quick. It's a pretty nice one. It's I forget what it is already. It's a GPS 4-axis aerial drone. I figured I'd pick it up. It was originally $300, and it was a Black Friday deal on Amazon. Not sponsored, but I mean, hey, so stay tuned for the next video. I'm about to walk myself out here and get me a nice big old fat one. So, well, hopefully, cross your fingers for me. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. We'll see what goes on. Well, stay tuned for the next one. You guys have a good night. All right, bye.